right, and thank you for joining us here at the First Alert Desk. I'm Maria Moreau. Hopefully you're having a fantastic start to your holiday. It is 4th of July. A lot of us have the day off of work and are celebrating today freedom and independence, maybe reflecting on the love we all have for this great country. But for many here in Atlanta, it was also a very special day because every 4th of July we have the Peachtree Road Race, and it is a beloved tradition by so many spectators, racers, and we covered that throughout the morning here on Atlanta News First. Plus, in case you missed it, maybe you hit that snooze button, well-deserved sleeping in on your holiday. We're here to recap everything that you missed, all the highlights and fun that we've been covering since really that race kicked off at 6:25. And I want to start with our reporter Amanda Rose. She's been out there in the field at the starting line talking to these racers and really just soaking in all this energy from the many people that got up early to be at this race. Amanda, how's it going out there?
Well, lots of energy and excitement. I am told that the hardest part of the race is, believe it or not, the walk up to MARTA, which is about a mile long. It's like at the end of an amusement park. You're excited. It has been an amazing day, but now you're going back home. You're getting your things. So I'm here with David and Claire, so I'll have you guys tell me how the race was today.
It was a great race day. As hot as it's been the last few days, you thought it was going to be an absolutely brutal experience, but combination of great temperature this morning and it rained on us early on. It made for a really good run.
Love that. And so, Claire, what about you? How many years have you been running this race?
This is my second year running the Peachtree.
And what keeps you coming back again and again?
Him.
Your dad.
Yeah.
She's a good sport about it. The joke is, at this point, every year I get slower and they get faster. So it makes for a really great experience.
I love it. And I know you said, this isn't about the running or, you could walk it. What keeps you guys coming back as a family?
Well, I mean, particularly if you're from Atlanta, if it's July 4th, it's the Peachtree. And so the whole experience being out with tens of thousands of your best friends, out having a great time and celebrating the country, it just makes for a wonderful time. So.
And one other thing I have to ask are the outfits. How did you come up with it? I mean, obviously 4th of July, red, white, and blue, but I mean, very creative. Do you think about this in advance, a year from now, every year?
Well, yeah, we did it last year, and you got to make it fun for the kids. And again, it's a big party, and if you're going to lean into it, just have fun and not worry about it. So it's been great for them, and she's been a great sport. The whole family's been a great sport. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, you guys, for taking some time, and congratulations on the big race. So have a wonderful day. Well, all right, reporting back, I'm Amanda Rose with Atlanta News First.
Amanda, thank you so much. That was awesome. I love to see the smiling faces out there and all that energy continuing off into today. I know you're going to be out there throughout the noon. We'll be sure to check back in with you on Atlanta News First starting at noon. Appreciate you. All right, and I gotta shout out one of our own, reporter Patrick Quinn, out here also competing in today's race, and somehow he still made our morning editorial meeting. Talk about talent right there. Patrick Quinn ran in the race. He was in the crowd bringing us POV, if you will, but you can see on his face a lot of pride from competing in the Peachtree Road Race. As you can imagine, a lot of people showing out every year, year after year, and some first-timers that really soaked up today and made sure to make the most of it. Now, another highlight, and this one's circulating across social media, I'm going to play this video for you of 2022 winner Senbari Teferi taking the wrong turn just before reaching the finish line in this year's race. It was a heartbreaking moment, I'm sure devastating for her. And it's really just captured a lot of attention. A lot of us can relate to that feeling when you try so hard, and my goodness, she ran that race trying to beat her previous record. Take a look. Yeah, so as you can imagine, a devastating wrong turn that really cost her a back-to-back victory. And I do apologize for blasting your eardrums there. That volume came in a little hot. We lowered it pretty quickly. But hopefully she is brushing it off and acknowledging what a tough race this is. This is 6.2 miles of running, and at the speed that she was running, trying to break a record, And unfortunately, at the very end, it not going the way she probably pictured. Our Zach Summers actually spoke to her yesterday, and you can see the excitement and the hope and the passion on her face to set that record, to have a personal best. That didn't happen today, but hopefully she has her support system and she's in good spirits this 4th of July, and she is pushing on through. I want to talk about a poll we put out on Instagram. This is our next highlight here, the official 2023 Peachtree Road Race t-shirt. This was the winning design for this year's t-shirt, and we put out a poll on our Atlanta News First Instagram if you wanted to participate in that, basically asking yay or nay. How do we feel about it? I personally love it. The color, in my opinion, is all right. Some people in our newsroom didn't love the color, but they love the design, so a lot of varying opinion, including from some of you DMing us on social media. So let me know either if you're watching this on YouTube Live or hop over on our Atlanta News First Instagram and vote yay or nay. Do we love it? Do we not like it? Let us know. All right, and as we continue this 4th of July, and if you wanted to catch more of our road race recap, you can visit our website right here. This is where we put out all of the action, the photos, the moments, the interviews with all of you who are out there. If you spoke to us, you're going to find yourself on here. And there's Patrick again. Pride, a lot of celebratory energy out there when you hit that finish line after 6.2 miles. And you can see some of the winning races and winning times. All of that is going to be on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com, and make sure you check out our other coverage. Again, other highlights throughout today, some laws you might want to know about concerning fireworks as you head into your 4th of July celebrations. But the most important part of all this, we got to check your weather. I'm bringing on meteorologist Rodney Harris here. Take a look at your 4th of July forecast and maybe a little of the rest of the week. Rodney?
Yeah, so if you liked yesterday, you're going to love the forecast for today. If you did not like yesterday, you're not going to love the forecast for today. Maria, we already have scattered storms that are out there in metro Atlanta. You've no doubt heard the thunder. And if you have been out so far this morning, you've at least seen some of that rain. I want to zoom in here to metro Atlanta to let you know what's going on right now. We do have a pretty good storm that's moving east and through Gwinnett County as we speak. So if you are watching or listening from Gwinnett County, Lawrenceville, Snellville, heads up to you, Decula, you got some rain and lightning hit at your way. This is not severe, but it's a pretty good storm. And it actually extends all the way down into like Buckhead down. So for those of you in DeKalb County, Buckhead, Decatur, you're seeing some shower activity, really even some lightning. So this is going to be the story for the rest of the morning and going into the afternoon. That's the only storm I'm tracking right now in metro Atlanta, but we'll continue to see these sort of pop-up storms throughout the morning and going into the afternoon. The reason why we're seeing the activity so early today is because of this frontal boundary, which is basically stalled right over metro Atlanta. So normally we have to wait for the heating to get going before we get the storms, but that boundary is its own focus for storms. It doesn't really need any heat. And that's why you're seeing, that's why we have seen these showers so far this morning, and that's why they will continue. So that's going to be the focal point for our storms today, essentially from Atlanta southward. So I want to walk you through our latest high-resolution forecast model. This is as of right now, and we're going to continue to the early part of the afternoon. And you can see more storms are popping up this afternoon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It looks like the zone for the storms will be Atlanta and southward. So let's basically say I-20 and south is where we're seeing the highest coverage of rain this afternoon. If you are north of Atlanta, you may end up being okay this afternoon. Cherokee County, Cobb County, Forsyth County, Hall County, you may be totally fine this afternoon. But from Atlanta southward, we will continue to see those scattered showers and storms. Most of this will be rain and lightning, but an isolated strong storm will be possible like yesterday with some damaging winds. And then as we continue throughout the course of the day, the coverage of the storms, even from Atlanta and southward, will start to go down by 7 p.m. So it looks like the best chance of rain is literally during the afternoon. And as we get closer to sunset, closer to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this evening, that coverage will start to drop. It doesn't mean we won't still see a stray storm, but we will be mostly dry by like 8, 9 o'clock this evening. So if you're going to watch any fireworks later on tonight, you should mostly be in good shape. But today is one of those days where you definitely want to have the First Alert Weather app ready to rock and roll. It's that QR code that you see at the top of your screen. Make sure that you have our First Alert app downloaded, because if you are going to be out and about, not only do you get alerts for severe weather, we're not expecting a lot of severe weather, like again, maybe an isolated severe storm or two like yesterday, but even if the storm isn't severe, you'll get an alert if it's just raining in your area or nearby, or if you're just seeing any lightning, and today is going to be the day that a lot of you will need that if you plan on being outdoors. One good thing about the rain is it's going to keep our temperatures down. So if you recall, over the weekend, it's pretty miserable, especially Saturday. But today, the high is only 88 degrees. Yesterday was 89, and that is because of the extra clouds and the rain that we'll have around throughout the course of the afternoon. So not quite as hot today, but a first alert does continue through the afternoon for scattered storms. And we are essentially going to keep this forecast for the rest of the week with at least a chance of rain every single day, highs in the upper 80s and low 90s. So I'm going to take you back to first alert radar for those of you who have any plans like in the next hour or so. I'm going to zoom in one more time to show you Gwinnett County. That's where we are seeing some pretty good storms that are moving toward the east. Those storms are actually also impacting South Forsyth County, the south end of Lake Lanier. If you're in Hall County, South Hall County, Flowery Branch, you're going to get some more rain, Jackson County, and that is building back into DeKalb County. So Decatur, Tucker, Stone Mountain, Druid Hills, you're seeing that rain right now. And even now that I'm looking at it, back into Atlanta as well. So that's going to be our story for the rest of the morning and into the afternoon. Grab the umbrella or just have a bag-up plan to be indoors, and we will keep you up to date on these storms as they continue to develop throughout the morning and afternoon. As a matter of fact, First Alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey will have your updated forecast on Atlanta News First at noon. Until then, we hope you have an amazing 4th of July. And until next time, we'll see you soon.